Carlos ASMR Ryan back with another video. First of all, Happy New Year. First video of the new year, 2024. So hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I kind of just been chilling, that's why I haven't posted in a couple days. Well, in a week, but I would normally have a video out before, but I felt like chilling. As you can see today, we got some steak and broccoli. Because, I'm trying to get, buff as crap. I'm trying to remind myself I need to be making better choices. So today, since I was going to eat this anyway, I figured make a video out of it. Have to keep posting. Also, I want to hear from you guys in regards to how your New Year's was. All that good stuff. What you got for Christmas? All that goodies. I got a couple gift cards and a gift card from my mom, and then my brother's gonna buy me a game, that kind of stuff. So, I don't really like a lot. I mean, I have a really nice computer. It's outdated by now, but I like it because I built it. So I have a really nice computer that I like. I have a smartphone, a laptop. That was something my brother bought me for my birthday last year, which was really nice of him. Which there's a good story behind that, because he bought that for me because we were thinking that my next surgery was going to be pretty soon. So he was like, hey, when you're in the hospital, if you're in the hospital for a while, because normally every time I'm in the hospital I'm there for like a week. So he was like, when you're in the hospital, you'll have this laptop, and then that way you're going to be able to get on Discord and play games with us while you're recovering. And, in between, whenever they're poking you with sticks, or poking with you needles, rather. And I was like, oh, that's sick. Which was really cool of him. I don't know about y'all, but where's a really good piece? This is a really good piece. I like my steak to be about that. I wish it would focus. They never focus. Now, I hope this ends up being a good video, looks wise, because I opened up. This is the one time that I'm recording in the morning. Well, in the morning. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but where I'm recording when it's daylight outside. These are the few occasions where I'm doing that, and I wonder if opening that up is making this video too bright. Hopefully it comes out in post, because sometimes I see it in my phone and then it looks completely different. It looks completely different when I go to edit it, and it doesn't look nearly as bad as what I thought it would look like. So I don't know, especially after I exported and uploaded. I'm like, okay, so YouTube, I exported and rendered it, and then YouTube compressed it. So I wonder somewhere in the line there, either YouTube did me a favor or I did myself a favor. I've been trying to figure out what I want to read for my next video. I'm not sold necessarily on the fact of doing the Odyssey, or the Iliad, I mean. But I don't know if I want to do that. Because I think when you're read it when you're listening to reading ASMR. I don't know. You guys let me know your opinion on this. Because when I'm listening to reading ASMR, even though it puts me to sleep, I'm actually listening to what the person's reading, and I'm following along in my head. Now, that usually keeps me up longer than I'm supposed to, but reading ASMR puts me to sleep like pure whispering. Puts me to sleep instantaneously. And I'd like to do some pure whispering type stuff, but I think like I've hardcore branded myself as a mukbang channel. It's so hard to the point where if I try and do anything else, reading and eating something, that makes sense. But like if I purely whisper, YouTube doesn't like push my content as hard. And what I'm realizing is like everything is about YouTube pushing your content. Maybe I'm just bad at it. But I've done a few reading videos. I've done the page flip through thing, which was awful. I'm not proud of how that video was done, but some of you enjoyed it. What I really need in this life is a tripod. Cooking it on the stove is just not as good as the grill. But I don't like having to fire up the grill and wait that long. I don't like having to do that. And I'm way too impatient when it comes to food. Because normally when I'm eating, I'm really hungry. And so I go for something quick. That's what gets me in trouble in terms of bad decisions. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Oh, just meal prep. Or make salads. Or buy salads. Or why don't you buy smoothies? Or make smoothies. Smoothies are quick. If you buy the fruit pre-cut, then I will grant you that smoothies are quick. But if you have to cut the fruit yourself, smoothies are not quick. I'm talking about if I timed you, you could be done and eating in 10 minutes type quick. You know what I mean? And maybe, okay, 10 minutes is a bit of an exaggeration. Using that time scale, smoothies probably are quick. But you're foolish if you think that a smoothie will keep me full. Even with protein shakes. And I'm not gonna put a bunch of random like flaxseed and chia seeds and all that stupid crap into my smoothies either. Don't get me to do that. Look guys, I understand health. I like health. I've researched nutrition and stuff. But it's like, I understand the benefit of a lot of things. I refuse to do it still. Yeah, the benefit of certain things is good. the benefit of my taste buds is better. No, I'm just joking, but I mean, this is coffee. My morning, afternoon coffee. But I'm just like, I'll put this over here in case my legs entangle. I don't want to knock that on myself. But I should have grilled this. I thought it was going to be a lot more tasty than it was. So, what I've been watching, I finished my rewatch of Dexter. You know, the serial killer show. The killer who kills killers. And I continued my rewatch of that. And I continued through and watched New Blood. Finished it. I could do a whole series, like a whole video, and it could probably take a while to explain everything in such a way that would be, I could probably make a good 40-30 minute video out of it, maybe, if I really try to like add in as many details as possible. Because I just watched it, it's all fresh in my brain. Which I've done before. Like, I always like talking about shows and stuff, because you guys gotta realize, like, I'm not working right now, so all of my interesting things to talk about is like what show I'm currently like binging for either like the third time, because I'm like, you know, a ritual like person. I'd like to go back to those particular types of shows, or what do I like am currently liking to watch. I'm caught up with Invincible season 2, all the episodes that have been released, unless I think only 4 are out right now. So if by the time you're watching this there's more, I'm probably going to be caught up on that too. But yeah, I mean, it's just like the Invincible's good. What other show? Dexter, New Blood, and Dexter. Both caught up on those. Oh, and I'm watching this one show. It's really funny. It's Good Omens. They just released I don't know if they just released season 2, but I saw it on Prime. I remember watching that when the show came out. And I don't know if the episodes like just came out, but David Tennant, the other actor, I'm not sure what his name is, but I know David Tennant because of Doctor Who, which is another show that I'm obsessed with. And so Good Omens is like, at the beginning, like, they're both angels. You know, it's about, you know, God, Satan, angels and devils, but you only really see the angels and devils. You don't really see the God or Satan. But there's this one angel. He falls. I think he's Lucifer. I forget. I could be wrong. But the whole point of him is that he fell. And then he became like a demon. But then he betrayed hell because he's not as bad of a guy as he seems to be. And then the other angel, basically, like, he got kicked out of heaven for like questioning God or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember all the details. In season 2, they make references to that type of thing. I haven't watched all of season 2, so I could be wrong. But if you guys have a better explanation, or not better explanation, if you know what happened, let me know if you're watching the show as well. But the basic plot is like, they're both not as bad as they seem. Like, the angel's not as good. Well, he didn't agree with all of like God's if you guys like read the Bible as a kid or whatever, but there's a lot of messed up junk in there. And so the whole show kind of makes fun of like that religious theology, and like in a way that it doesn't really mock Christians from what I can tell. More so like the ideas, because they make a lot of statements like, well, this doesn't make too much sense, and then this doesn't make too much sense, and they have this like witty back and forth. It's kind of like a buddy comedy set in the world of angels and devils and all that stuff. If you've ever seen that show, The Good Place, where it talks about like if you're a good person, you go to heaven, and if you're a bad person, you go to the bad place. So it's like the good place and the bad place. The way they approach those subjects in The Good Place, where it is kind of talking about if there is like a heaven or hell, it does approach those kind of concepts, but it does it in a witty way, kind of like how that show does. So if you're Christian and you're watching this and you watch my channel, I doubt you be. If you are, whatever. Hello. And if you are, if you don't get offended and you want to watch like a kind of a British humor, kind of a witty, show that's kind of funny and very well done, like it's very well produced and the jokes are kind of funny, then watch it. It's a good show to watch when there's nothing else but to watch. If you're into that kind of thing. I just kind of find it funny, and if I'm looking something up on my computer or on my laptop that I spoke about earlier, I like to sit at the couch and play that show, and then like Google stuff and think of ideas for my YouTube channel and whatnot. I want to do a live stream soon. There we go, Ryan being a toddler again. But I want to do a live stream soon. I don't know when to do it. I want to give you guys like a couple days notice before I actually do it, so that way more of you are liable to show up. But when I want to do live streams, it's so like spontaneous that I don't know if anyone would show up. I did get one comment recently that someone said they like my lives. Thank you to that person. I want to do more, and I would like to do members live streams. If you guys consider being a channel member, then that is something I'll do. Members live streams. I want to open up a members Discord. But the problem with all that stuff is I need members. But also for you guys to feel like you're getting anything out of it, I also have to set up like members only content that like makes you feel like it's worth buying. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because if I set all that stuff up and I make specialized content and advertise it and really heavily push it, I want to wait until I have more subscribers for that, because I feel like people aren't really liable to do it unless you guys, you're 20 minutes into the video or however many minutes it says to you, because I'm probably going to cut a lot of stuff out. Then yeah, go for it. If you want to become, a channel member, then go for it. And even if there's just one person who signs up, I'll make a Discord channel, member Discord, and you get special access to it if you're a channel member. I want to do there's a friend that might help me make some special emojis if you're a member. I think that would be really cool for live streaming. I want to get into live streaming, but ASMR live streaming for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours whispering sounds awful. I felt like I would lose my voice. So, not that I don't want to do ASMR, or I could do soft spoken streams and relaxed streams if you guys would be interested in that. But what I'm more interested in doing is gaming live streams or just chatting live streams where I'm talking about topical events going on in the world, and kind of break it down and kind of ask you guys what you think about it, because I don't know, I don't have a lot of people that I can really bounce off a lot of my ideas to, because it would everyone is out there living their own lives and I'm stuck doing what I'm doing. So it's kind of and I can't go out and socialize because I'm stuck doing what I'm doing. So it's kind of like, if I can, connect with you guys better, and I'm able to, actually gain an audience, and then, bounce ideas off of you guys and be like, okay, what do you guys think about this situation? Because I think this situation's crazy. I have a lot of thoughts. I keep them up here. I talk to myself a lot, which is another reason I started doing these videos. I was going stir crazy, and I'm like, if I'm going to be talking to myself anyway, I might as well be saying this into a camera. So, yeah, reading content. I'm very interested in it. I want to do it a lot. But the way I want to do it is, I don't know if I can actually, I say this every time because I don't know. I can do reading content off my computer, and I can set this camera up over there, kind of how I did my Christmas stories reading video. If you guys are okay with videos like that, I'll just do that. There's plenty of things I can just find on the internet and like read. So just if you've made it this far, let me know your opinion on that and anything else I've talked about. Or, I talk about a lot in different videos and say I want your opinion. Like I want your guys' opinion on it. I hope it doesn't overload you guys. Or maybe what happens is you guys fall asleep, and because you fall asleep to my videos, you don't get a chance to respond. I might just be the best ASMR artist in the world, and you guys don't respond to those questions because you're already asleep by the time that you get to that point in the video. Alright, this is all I can eat of this. I don't want to stuff myself. Not that it matters calorie-wise, because I'm gonna do sort of like a keto carnivore thing, because I'm deathly addicted to carbs, and it's the parent of my existence. It's why I have fat. Okay, that looked funny. It's why I have fat. So the reason I do it, and the reason I like it, I call my approach protein-centric, which is really just low carb. But for anyone who's curious, I try to do a sort of keto-aligned carnivore. Keto-aligned, carnivore-aligned type diet where I'm basically just eating a bunch of protein and animal protein and fats, low carbs, so that I can get into ketosis and lose a lot of weight, and that's the general idea. I don't drink anything but, okay, so these little drinks, these drink mixes, they have like 6 grams of carbs in them or something like that, and I have them when I eat only, so the most amount of carbs I have in a day, when I'm following this very strictly, is around 36. Every time I've measured it through MyFitnessPal, it's around 30. It's the highest I get is about 50, because the creamer I put in my coffee, if I measure that to a T, I can get up to about 40 grams of carbs just off the coffee. If I have one of those, so that's like 46. As long as I stay under 50 grams of carbs, I'm good. And I don't count vegetables. Vegetable carbohydrates don't kick you out of keto unless there's stuff that's like high-end starches, like potatoes or carrots or corn, things like that. If you're eating like what are they called, cruciferous dark leafy green vegetables like broccoli and kale and things like that, they're not gonna kick you out of keto. Now, a lot of people may tell you differently and just stick with like the Greek yogurt and all that. But if you're staying on a protein, like the way I approach it is, if I stay on a protein diet, like heavily just protein diet, and if I can stay on it consistently for about 4 to 5 days, then I'm usually on it for at least a couple weeks, because like I'm so used to doing it, I don't think about pasta. If I have pasta after 5 days, then I've ruined my whole streak and I want pasta all the time. So just, if you're Christian, pray for me, and if you're not, then just, keep me in your thoughts. Let me get the next 5 days with no pasta, because I had pasta a couple days ago, and that was not good. I tried to manage. I managed my weight. I weighed in today at around the weight that I've been hovering, and I've lost, I think, around 4 pounds already since I weighed 280. This scale is not the most accurate thing, but I weigh myself once, and then the first weight in the morning when I've, used the restroom and all that. The first weight when I've, when I step on there with all my weight on, I consider that to be the most accurate one, because as soon as you start re-weighing yourself, it jumps. So I take the first measurement as the most accurate one, and I'm at 276, and at the doctor's I was at 280, so I'm down about 4 pounds. But I always fluctuate until I'm on keto, and then I score all the way down. So as long as I do that, where I'm just kind of like scoring all the way down, like going, flowing all the way down, with keto, I'll probably, if I stay on this track, this time next month I should weigh like not 20 pounds less, but probably like 5 to 10 pounds less. I'm hoping for closer to 20, because that's what it was the last time I did this. But hey, if you guys want to hear more diet talk, let me know. I just like this type of stuff. But if you guys are, if some of you have disordered eating, I'm sure you've already clicked off at this point, but I'm just telling you what I do. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical person or nutritionist. So just listen, do your own research, but this is what works for me. And if you have any disordered eating and anything like that, I would find a nutritionist or a doctor and tell them, and let them, like a doctor that specializes, I'm sure there's a doctor that specializes in helping you not, order your eating, so to say. So I would say listen to those people rather than me, who's a random schmuck on the internet who eats steak. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. You guys have a great day.